So if you take an ice cube, right? You put it in water. The ice cube will eventually melt. So, icebergs are a hoax. Ice melts in water. You put a big chunk of ice in unfrozen water, and it melts. So why would they lie about icebergs? Fear of the ice caps, quote unquote, melting and flooding everything. It's all about fear. It's also to continue to control our minds about what we live on. So they create all these fear-based possibilities that could cause catastrophe. And that fear is actually harnessed. It's very important to their way of manipulating our frequency, keeping us at a lower vibration. Sorry, I get excited when I talk about this. I kind of stutter because it's just what they do, and they put it in movies. Monsters Inc. is about harnessing the fear and using that as energy. They do the same thing when we go to the polling station. Here is a polling station layout. And here is schematics. It's a diagram for a couple power stage, polling station layout. It's electrical. You got the poles, you got red and blue. You go to the polling station, the red and blue is the positive and the negative. So you go to the polling station and you don't vote, you volt. It's about electricity, it's a voltage. You volt for a negative or a positive. And the one that gets the most volts is put into power in DC. But look how they harness us. They bring our minds down into these cubes. And they harness our energy because we're focused down in there. Ice cube to melt. Yeah, they do the same thing. They harness us or herd us into stadiums, and they create these events for us to get all excitable, raise our energy level, and they harvest that energy just like they do in these movies with fear, or making us evolve. It's all about energy. It's collecting our energy. And they hoax us with things like icebergs and stuff like that that's gonna destroy the world. But if you put ice in water, it melts, so there can't be icebergs floating around. That's just a little piece of the puzzle, connecting some dots. It's definitely all electrical. Look at that. I was talking about the hexagons and the stars and the hexagonal dome. They like to put it in movies. They put truth in movies. Look at that dome and that scene with the hexagon. Here's another dome shot. Yeah, so it sounds insane, and I think it's okay. Icebergs are hoaxed. Ice melts in water, and it's just all part of their ultimate design to hide free energy and how they get it. They have to hook us with stuff like that to control our minds. Right? They're good at it. It's okay. We can figure this stuff out and guard the gates of our mind. And just knowing that this is what they're doing, knowing it and learning it and understanding it, we can guard the gates of our minds and we can feel liberated. That's awesome, We can understand things. Not understand, overstand. We can overstand it. Awesome.